Today's move is called a swipe through, and it looks just like this. There we have it one more time, the swipe through. All right, that's the move. I can't stress enough how fundamental of a move this is. You'll see if you watch closely any Flair, many Flair routines or competitions or footage of that this move is used a lot in transition for tons of other moves. It's also a really good basic beginning working Flair move. I like it a lot because it is using a bottle and a tin that we have not used before in nearly as many of our moves. So this is kind of starting to up our game a little bit, and it really is like opening the door into a whole just like the first step in a whole journey of a lot of other Flair moves. So I go on and on about it because I get a little excited, but we're going to learn the basics of it right here. Just know that it's important. You're going to go tons of great places once you get comfortable with this. So the move in itself, bottle, tin. I'm right-handed. I put the bottle in my right hand. If you're the same, do that. If you're having a hard time with it, switch. You know that by now. Tin in the left hand. Any move that we do that has two items, we're always going to set one down and just focus on one hand. We're going to get comfortable with that, whatever that one hand does, then we're going to switch to the other hand. So we've got the right hand here, and I know this seems like rocket science. We're just taking it and rotating it back and forth across our body. But we do it because your muscle memory is going to pick up on it. You want to get comfortable with it. You don't want to be rigid. You also don't want to be pointing sideways like this. If we actually do this, if we do this with a bottle that's actually got booze in it, we're going to know if we're going sideways because we're going to end up spraying everything else that's around me. So we want to make sure we've got the bottle straight up and down, comfortable doing that. All right, you got that down. Then comes the tin. This is a slightly trickier part, but still not terribly difficult. We're just rolling that tin across our body. Come down, scoop down and across your body like so. We're going to roll that off our fingers, really just pull back with those fingers as it hits them. We don't want it to go straight up and down like that. We want it to come across our body, right? A lot of people, when they start with this, they end up kind of combining their hands and everything just kind of, the bottle moves, but the tin stays up and down. We really want this tin to make a nice complete circle. That swipe through each other with this, and we can even mimic the hands here without the bottle in it, so that this tin comes all the way across your body. Catch it in the same spot that you start and complete that circle. So that's the move. We're going to do it one more time here. Swipe through. Don't forget, be ambidextrous. I can't stress enough on this one how important it is to be ambidextrous, and shouldn't be that much more difficult. We're really just swiping through, making a circle with that tin. The other thing is you don't need to be a robot. You don't need to plant your feet. This is a move that when you're practicing, you might find yourself doing more comfortable doing like so. Make sure you can dance a little bit. You go ahead and your feet aren't planted to the ground. You can, as you come through with that first throw, this is where you start to see people that really start to develop their own style of Flair or add a little bit of more panache to the basic techniques that we're learning here, is being able to put a little dance into it, put a little sex into it, as I like to say, kind of just put some little more pizzazz into it. That is the swipe through. Go ahead, remember those techniques, those things, and have fun with it. Good luck. Practice, practice.